What up? Hayes Reed of Gemini Moon Astrology. Thank y'all for tuning in. Again, second video, first day of February. Happy Black History Month. Woo woo. What it is, what it do, what's up. I wanted to backtrack. We'll come back with this video because I couldn't finish on my other device. So I'm using another device that's going to actually let me talk and not like cut out on me this time. So in the last video, what I was getting ready to get into was just a couple of logistics about this channel and what you guys can expect from me moving forward, okay? And yes, I just want to thank you. Thank you all. I'm pleased that you guys are taking the time to even pay attention. Thank you so much. I was starting to record a video telling you guys, well, reminding you all that I am an astrologer and an intuitive tarot reader. Tarot and astrology, okay? Two very, very ancient sacred art forms. Sacred art forms that help us to connect to the divine, and to decipher messages of the divine, and to act in our most divine, in our divinity, okay? To act within our divinity, okay? If that makes sense. They're tools, okay? Astrology is a tool that you can trace all the way back to Kemet, which we know as being Egypt in Africa, and it sets up shop in many different forms and in many different areas, many different geographical points. And tarot goes hand in hand with astrology. The benefit of subscribing, viewing, and paying attention to a guy like moi is that I am studying and am still a student of both art forms, okay? Astrology, the tarot, life, music, art, it really is all the same thing. So you can I guess you could just call this a part 2 of, the introduction to Gemini Moon Astrology. What is astrology? What is tarot? I'll show you guys 2 tarot decks that I use and read from and divine with. First one, this is the first one I ever got. And this is entitled the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot Deck. Created, published by Louis Martini and Sally Ann Glassman. Shout out to them. Shout out to New Orleans. This was created in New Orleans. And why did I get this deck? Why did I invest in this deck first? Well, because it has people that look like me. And I felt a responsibility and an importance to connect and utilize this deck as a tool to connect with my higher self via my ancestors, via the ancestral line that I come through, being the people that I resonate with immediately, okay? It has helped me well. It has served me well. It has been a helpmate, a confidant, a friend. I'm glad. I thank the ancestors, my angels, my guides for it. The next deck, the Wild Unknown Tarot Deck, okay? Why the Wild Unknown? Because my favorite astrologer, intuitive, empath, tarot reader, Olivia Cabrera, which you can find her on YouTube, on Instagram. She has a website. You can find her at OJC Astrology. When I first was introduced to astrology, when I started being introduced to the tarot, She was the astrologer and the tarot reader that caught my attention first and really, really, really helped to spark my interest. I love the way she described the energies of the zodiac, the cards, how she would read. She's so in tune with the divine. She uses music. She hears music. You know, she'll pull. You know, the divine will give her messages through different songs. You know, and she'll sing them. And you know, one thing I did not say is that I am an artist myself. All of this is art, but how I am going to intertwine my art is with music and these spiritual practices. I'm a singer, songwriter, I'm an actor, an activist. I pretty much do everything. I'm a jack of all trades. But there are a few certain skills that I have acquired and stick with and been working to hone. Pretty much since I was 12 years old. I've been singing since I was 12, been performing since I was 12, auditioning, writing songs, and that is what I do. So I know that this YouTube channel you came and you're seeing Gemini Moon Astrology, but as we progress along, I'm looking to slash the entertainment. So it'll be Gemini Moon Astrology / entertainment. Because ultimately what I am is an entertainer, you know? I am a host of art, of life, of music, of God. I'm a host for God. I'm a host for the divine. Okay, this channel is a hosting site for the divine, for art, for life, for conversation, for ascension, for conscious creation. We are becoming more aware of our higher vibration, of how we can integrate God and integrate the divine into our lives. You know, I grew up Christian in a Christian setting until the universe said, enough of that. It's time to break away from these limiting beliefs and these structures of fear and bondage so that I could truly do the work of God in a whole high vibration, healed from sickness, from trauma, from dis-ease. Okay? So, yeah. So let's just get into the energy for today, because we have this new moon coming up in Aquarius on Monday. And I'm not going to go too deep into that because this is just an introduction, and I feel like I want to break you guys in, you know, a little bit easier than that for the time being. I'm not even going to get too deep. But I am going to pull a card for you guys. I am going to pull a card. Maybe a couple. We're in Aquarius season right now, and in a nutshell, Aquarius really is about the social conscious. It's about individualism and acting your most authentic self with your most authentic thought. Aquarius is a fixed air sign. It's fixed, meaning there's a certain commitment and a fixation and a certain way. You know, there's a certain way of thought that Aquarius just adapts to and just connects to. It's connected to a particular line of frequency. No, it's fixed. It's the opposite of Leo, which is fixed fire. So this is fixed air we're talking about. We're talking about information, new age information, technology, social consciousness, creating new sustainable ways to co-create and to coexist on Earth within our groups and organizations. Aquarius also has a lot to do with our hopes and dreams. So our hopes and dreams for the future. Aquarius is futuristic. How do we add our individual thought patterns? How do we form new thought? How do we form new individualistic thought that comes together and helps sustain the whole? And this is why Aquarius is so weird and different and eccentric and exciting and shattering and all those things. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, which in Greek mythology corresponds with the image of the sky god. You know, in Greek mythology, they call Uranus Father Sky, okay? So it's our highest self. It's our most authentic, godlike self coming into form. That's That's what we're dealing with when we're talking about Aquarius and when we have Aquarius transits. Right now we got the sun, which the sun is conscious creation, our consciousness at the time, our expression, our will, okay? And then we have Mercury, which is the planet of communication. Yep, communication, learning how we communicate in this air sign. Air is all about communication. It's about knowledge, it's about thought, it's about organizing information. Okay, so Aquarius is new age information, forward thought, the future. You know, very eccentric sign, very different. Very, very, very different. Okay, so we have a new moon on Monday in Aquarius. So what is a new moon? You ask Hayes Reed of Gemini Moon Astrology. A new moon is basically when the sun in a particular sign and the moon meet up in conjunct. And you see in the sky when, you know how there's like a 2-week period or a week and a half period when the moon is like descending out of view and then it comes up, that sliver, that's the new moon. Basically, a new moon is an opportunity to set a new intention, to plant a new seed. Think of a new moon as the soil, but you know, and you it's like you plant a seed in that soil. So new moon is a time where we can plant new seeds in our heart, in our soul, in our subconscious, so that we can manifest it in the conscious realm. Does that make sense? Okay, it will. And so I'm gonna pull some cards for this new moon to give you guys kind of an update on what you guys should be focused on and what you guys can expect to be the theme, you know, of this new moon in Aquarius, in this forward-thinking, electrifying, new age, you know, socially conscious sign, this air sign, okay, this detached sign. And so it's definitely about being relieved of conformity. Aquarius does not like to conform to the norm. Okay? It wants to be able to freely insert its thought into the group. And if it doesn't, it'll go its own way. Aquarius is fixed. It doesn't care. And again, I'm still learning. Like I'm learning, you know, but all this is accurate, I would say, of Aquarius. So any Aquarius out there watching this, I hope I'm doing you justice. But some of the themes that I've been dealing with in this season, in this air sign, in this Aries season of new age thinking, forward thinking is, you know, becoming more enveloped and more identified with free thought. So in a way, it's almost becoming less identified, because if thought is allowed to run free, you can't really identify with anything. So right now, everybody could be feeling like they don't really know what the fuck is going on. You may feel like you want to interact with groups or not. You may not even know where to go, you know, because Aquarius is so, it's so high. It's a high line of frequency, Aquarius is, okay? And so there may be some information coming down that we're not really ready for. You got to be ready for Aquarius. Most people ain't ready for Aquarius, you know? So there's some information right there on Aquarius season. What the sign of Aquarius entails, its style, and how it acts out interpersonally on the earth plane. This is the time where we start to get new ideas. We start to look at things in a new way. We start to want to interact with the groups a little bit different, seeing what groups we can be a part of, where we can learn more, do something, you know, different, innovative, inventive. You know, how we interact with groups. You know, how is our individual thought relating to the whole, okay? And I probably said some of those things over and over again. But again, I'm learning and I'm reinforcing it as I'm giving you guys the information. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your time. I'm going to go ahead and pull from my Wild Unknown Tarot deck. Sun in Aquarius, Mercury in Aquarius right now, okay? New thought, free thought. Becoming more free. Becoming more adventurous. Becoming more explorative. Okay? This is all themes and energy of Aquarius, the new age thinker, the humanitarian, socially conscious. Okay, so Oprah's an Aquarius. Okay, if that gives you guys some more context on Aquarius, she's very socially conscious. Aquarius, when in the 90s, I think it was Oprah who shut down people from buying from some meat company. But that was a socially conscious thing. And you see all the different people she has on her show that she interacts with, that she gives a platform to speak, and she's always trying to become more conscious and make everybody else more conscious. She is the mascot for Aquarius. Oprah, Opie Ope. Her birthday, I think, was yesterday. The big O. All right, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this wild unknown tarot deck. I'm thankful to my guides, my angels, my ancestors, the stars, the universe for allowing me to partake in this secret knowledge that is becoming that's being brought out to the awareness of the masses. And I'm thankful that I'm able to be a conduit of the divine at this time. And I ask for clear and concise messages for the collective, for my new subscribers, for my old subscribers, for people who, are interested in this journey and becoming more of a conscious creator and becoming more powerful. This is for y'all and for me too. So I'm just gonna go ahead and clear my deck. Let the information flow through my body, out through my mouth, clearly and concise. And this is for y'all. Thank you. Seven of Swords. Okay. So with this card, it's funny because this is an airy card, very airy communicative card. Deception, lies, betrayal. Deception, lies, and betrayal. Deception, lies, and betrayal. So what this is telling me is that some of you need to get free from certain thoughts and narratives and storylines and pitches, certain things that people are saying. Just be very wary, be very wary of the things that you're listening to, that you're allowing to, infiltrate your brain, your psyche, your mind. Some mind games being played. Okay, so for some of you, I don't know who that is, but for some of you, be careful. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. This is a time where people can, really play mind games. We're in an air sign, communication. It's very crafty, very crafty energy. Very crafty. So watch out for deception. Watch out for the snake in the grass. I just heard in my head Toy Story. Y'all remember when Woody said, "There's a snake in my boot." So just be careful for just deception, mind games, people, people trying to get in your head, certain information that's not for you. Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Balance. Somebody may owe you something. You may feel like it's time for you to get your end of the stick. You may feel like it's time for your success to come up, and there may be people around you that want to stop you from getting to that next level, or, overcoming certain financial, emotional, and just binding difficulties. Six is all about balance, about harmony. So search for harmony. Search for harmony search for harmony. Look for the truth in all things. Look for understanding. Watch out. Watch out. And I think I'll pull one more just to get a more complete message. And we got the Death card. This is Scorpio's card. So, Review your finances. Review who you are letting into your space. Review how you are handling your day-to-day obligations and who you're handling it with. Again, Aquarius is the house of friends, groups, organizations. That's weird. That's weird. Get some more clarity on that. What this tells me is that many of you, some of you are going through some difficult times right now. Just in your faith, faith. This is all about faith. Faith to me. You guys, some people are going through some difficult faith transitions, really transitioning to who you're putting faith in. Just be careful who you're putting faith in, who you're putting trust in. This is a time where transformation, because the death card is all about transformation, undergoing some changes. And you guys, just review who you're putting your trust in, where your alliances lie, who you're giving your time and energy to, because they could be the death of you. Deception abounds. Lies abound right now. Okay, and then we have Son of Swords. Son of Swords. A new idea flashes right before your eyes. A new way to go, a new way to live, a new way to serve. Something swoops in. So again, this is all energy that you guys should focus on for the new moon in Aquarius. This is very, very, very much Aquarius energy right here, or Gemini. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra are air signs, but it's sun. It's a Son of Swords. So very quick flash of information, very quick insight, new information. New information. This is the time where we're searching for new information. We're searching for new socially fulfilling groups, situations where we can find almost portals of understanding, hubs and tribes. And this Aquarius season is really transforming how everyone is thinking about themselves, who they're giving their time to, what they're obligated to in this time. How can we better serve each other by better serving ourselves, okay? And we may have to review. This is about a change. This is about a review. I feel very, very led to say review who you're becoming. Review who you're becoming in relation to other people. Okay. Let's pull one more card. Pull one more, y'all. And I hope this is resonating. I hope this is making sense. Let me know in the comments. Ask me questions. Talk to me. This is not just for you guys to look at me. I want you guys to talk to me. Give me some feedback. My moon sign Gemini is very, very nervous. Like I'm always nervous. It doesn't mean it doesn't even necessarily mean that I'm scared. I'm just always nervous. So, and 3 of Swords. Wow. Okay. So, you guys, this is about a turning of the tables. A turning of the tables of the heart. I mean, we got 3 of Swords and 7 of Swords here. So there's definitely some outcomes that maybe you didn't wish for, but you saw that they were necessary. There's going to be some new information that kind of strikes you at the core, strikes you at a level where, your heart, okay? When you get the Son of Swords with the Three of Swords and Seven of Swords, this is all mental. This is all words. This is all confusion. Like, you got 3 and 7. These are not great cards right here. But what they represent is that there needs to be a review. Like, definitely a mental review, a mental rearrangement. With the Son of Swords, we have a new thought and a new quick flash of an idea. A new way to act based off of new information. So some of you guys may feel the need to switch up, and kind of just review your groups, review who you're talking to, review who you're dealing with, just review. And, the outcome should all be fine. Everything is love. But you have to make that mental review. You have to make that mental mind. I saw an interview with Lindsay Lohan, an old interview. Well, not really old, but like a year and a half ago. She was on The View. And she was talking about how she made herself mind maps. And I feel like, Aquarius is fixed, so it's an organizer. It's fixed air. It's an organizing. It organized basis off of importance. That's why Aquarius can be amongst the group, but then they can go be by themselves in their own world because they know what's important. They know what's important to them and what's important to the future in the long run. So this is kind of about just really changing our habits, changing up our habits, changing up who we're sharing with, who we're giving to, what is life really about if we can't share and act in our most authentic self, People spend their whole lives not being themselves. What fucking life is that? That's bullshit. I don't want that type of life. So I'm gonna pull one more for y'all because I feel compelled. And I feel like something else wants to come through. And we got the High Priestess, y'all. So the High Priestess, you see that moon right there? So definitely about some insight, some divine insight that's coming in, some reviews that need to be done. The High Priestess is very intuitive. She is a master of the subconscious and has a handle on the unseen. So this is definitely about stuff coming to the light, stuff coming out to that was unseen coming to the scene. You need to pay attention, have your radar going. Have your laser beam on, have your laser goggles on, your eyesight on. This is about insight, and it's crazy because I did a reading for somebody else who has some intense Aquarius energy, and they pulled this too. And I'm telling y'all, this Aquarius season is no joke because once you get around the revelator, once you get around the one that's gonna make the changes, that really is about the change, and they introduce you to that change. It's not fun and games. It's not, it may seem like it at first, but this is about conscious awareness, creating a more socially conscious, socially aware, sustainable society. So again, I was saying review, and this is all about a review. This is like, I see you. There's just certain stuff you start to see. So let's go ahead and pull one more because this is getting good. I love when the High Priestess comes out because that means I see you. And I'm waiting for divine message. I'm waiting for insight. Some of you guys need to kind of clear your calendar, clear your shifts, clear your phones out of certain things so you can receive new insight on how to go forward and change and transform your life. So let's see what the hell else is going on. And we've got 4 of Cups with another moon. Some people are hiding. Some of you guys are going to hide from what you know to be true. So basically, overall, what this new moon message is about for the 4th in Aquarius is to review your options. Review your options. Review who you think you are as opposed to who it is you could be, as opposed to who you should be. The 4 of Cups is all about not seeing the bigger picture, staying more to yourself, kind of creating more of a home in your heart space. It's meditative, but it's an emotional hold. You know, it's almost as if there's something holding you back, or there's something you're waiting on, or something you feel like boredom. It's very contemplative. Some of you don't contemplate too long, though. That's what I say. Don't contemplate too long, and just review. You know, take inventory on your surroundings. You know, this may bring some endings, but every ending is always a new beginning. Y'all, this is Hayes Reed, the third of Gemini Moon Astrology. Thank y'all for rocking with me. This is my second video on this channel. Y'all like, share, subscribe, comment, talk to me, introduce me to some new information. If you want me to talk about certain things, I'll do it. So I'm here to service you. You'll be able to see below my information for readings. I do sell readings. That is a service that I am stepping and embarking on because I'm good at what I do and I'm passionate about it. I want to be able to serve people and I want to be able to keep doing it. I just need the resource to be able to do it. So I'm grateful for whatever people can do. I'm grateful for the time that you would take to even trust in me. And let's keep moving this thing along. Conscious creators, toodles.